Hello guys, it's Eve out here, and we're about to talk about the great chapter of One Piece 957 called Ultimate. I remember when I woke up in the morning and read that chapter, I was like, oh my god, I was not expecting that bomb, but it was here, and Oda once again delivered with a crazy, insane chapter. I've been reading One Piece for a while and I've been trying to make videos about it, but after that chapter, I was like, I have to start making videos. So we out here. I'm about to make this one. Let's go. One Piece 957, baby. So the chapter starts with a discussion between Fujitoa and Fleet Admiral Sakazuki or Kainu, whatever. So now that the warlord system has been abolished, Sakazuki is just telling Fujitora that, oh, you got to be happy now because what you wanted finally happened. But Fujitora also knows that they're going to need help from the SSG, that they're basically going to be relying on the new force of the Marines, the SSG. So what is the SSG? It's probably a science team led by Vegapunk. Some people think they're new pacifistas or like enhanced soldiers. I'm not really sure, but they're definitely gonna play a huge role in the next chapters to come, especially when they reveal. Anyway, we can see that Fujitora is kind of patched up, probably after his fight against Sabo and the revolutionary commanders. But one more news is about to come when Sakazuki actually tells him that Kaido and Big Mom in Wano are about to join forces. After that, we back to Marine HQ where Sengoku is basically explaining to the young Marines uh, everything about the Rocks Pirate. If you remember, the Rocks Pirates were first mentioned in chapter 907 when Hina asked Garp, how did you become the hero of the Marines? And Garp did mention that the Rocks Pirate will make waves again, if you remember. It's at that point of the chapter that all hell breaks loose when Sengoku starts giving us crazy information about the past and the Rocks Pirates. So my man Sengoku basically tell us how the Rocks Pirates were like a collection of individuals we came together in an island called Fullerland, and they were basically like killing one another within the group. And that's where we get some crazy information, because in addition to the Captain Rocks, this crew had a young Whitebeard, Big Mom, and even Kaido. Like, imagine like what type of crew was that? And it doesn't stop there. Apparently, also the Golden Lion Shiki, Silver Axe, Captain John, and even Wang Z also were part of that crew. And like you can see all the Marines be like, oh my god, like what is going on? How we didn't know about this. You can see these men are sweating right now. They were all shook by that news. And then Sengoku basically tell us the tale and explains that Rocks was trying to be the king of the world and was like a terrorist against the world government. A little bit like what Dragon is doing right now. Sengoku continues to explain that the world government basically covered up much of their deeds, and that's why they were kind of lost to history. However, 38 years ago at God Valley, the Rocks Pirate, the strongest crew in the world, were wiped out, and it was none other than Monkey D. Garp, the hero of the Marines, who defeated them. And man, after this chapter, I know a lot of you guys were used to talk shit about my man Garp, but I know everybody's quiet right now. This man is a legend for a reason, and he proved it again. Anyway, Sengoku also explains that Garp had to work with pirates to win the battle. And can you imagine who he was? It was none other than the king of the pirates, Gold D. Roger. Sengoku also specifies that Garp had to protect the celestial dragon in that battle. And we all know how God feels about the celestial dragon, so that's why he doesn't like talking about that incident. And at that point, we get another bombshell. Apparently, God joined forces with Roger to fight against the Rock's pirates. All the new Marines go crazy when they hear that. And I went crazy too. I'm not gonna lie. It was just wasn't expecting that. Now it makes sense why Gob actually took Ace and helped Roger's sons because they fought together. Anyway, after that, Sengoku again tells us that God Valley, the island where the battle took place, vanished without a trace. Is it because the world government wanted to hide something, or maybe because the battle being that crazy? I mean, you got like 4 to 5 emperor level characters, so maybe they like destroyed the entire island. I mean, we also how Whitebeard alone almost destroyed Marineford, so it's plausible. But I'm pretty sure the world government use some shit to like make the war island vanish without a trace. Sengoku also tell us how Rocks was involved in many of the world taboos. So I believe that he probably like found poneglyph or maybe knew the real history of the world, who knows? Or maybe was trying to discover it a little bit like what Robin is trying to do. We're not super sure, but only a few soldiers of the Marines in the old generation remember what really happened. So we also get more information about Rocks at that point. Apparently it was Roger's first and maybe his greatest foe. And it's at that point the Sengoku is like, I don't give a fuck. I'ma drop another bombshell on you guys. And you know what it is? I'ma tell you what it is. We get the full name of Rocks. And his full name is Rox D. Zebek, another D. And honestly, guys, I felt like we should have expected that. I did not see anybody talking about how Rux maybe was a D or anything like that, but it only makes sense that a D is the only type of person capable of like gathering so many great people in the crew and being, I guess, the strongest in that crew. 38 years later, we all know that Kaido and Big Mom are nothing like they were. And like Sengoku said it, this is the birth of the most dangerous pirate crew in the world right now. With only the information we got about the Rocks pirates, this chapter probably would have been still one of the best chapter of 2019. But Oda was like, this is not enough. I gotta add some more. And what do we get, guys? Information we've been waiting since the beginning of One Piece, basically. So we see brand new, the man responsible for the bounties, come. And it starts by telling us how they're about to update the Warlord's bounties. And after that, we start with the newest member of the Four Emperors, Marshall D. Teach, aka Blackbeard. We already knew Blackbeard's bounty, but it's the first time that we actually see it. So, like we already knew, Blackbeard's bounty is 2,247,600,000. They hear that and the Marines are like, oh my god, this is a lot. Next, we hear a 6-year member of the Emperor class, the youngest of the four, but with great trust from his subordinates. You already know who brand new is about to talk about, my man Shanks. We also get information about Shanks' commanders, Yasop, Rue, Beckman. They all apparently have high bounties. And Shanks has got the best balance of any pirate crew. Everybody seems to be tough in that crew. And I mean, we already knew. I'm pretty sure Shanks is basically like Luffy. Doesn't have a lot of people, but to be in that crew, you better be crazy. And it's at that point that finally, after 20 plus years, we'll know Shanks' bounty. Shanks' bounty is 4,048,900,000 berries. I was like, what the fuck? And I mean, I was not expecting his bounty to be that big, but it honestly makes sense. it's Shanks. But what's crazy is that he actually became a Yonko after he lost his left arm. So that's actually crazy. Right after that, we get another Yonko's bounty, and it's time for Big Mom Charlotte Laning's bounty to be revealed. And a bounty is 4,388,000,000 berries. And it makes sense to me because Shanks only has been a Yonko for 6 years, and Big Mom and Kaido, they've been in the game for like decades now, so it makes sense that the bounties are actually like way higher. I mean, way higher, just like 300 mil, still a lot. Again, we see the Marines just shocked. Like, you can see these people like, oh my god, what type of numbers are we in? These people are like GDPs by themselves. Like, what the fuck? We learn one more info also by Kaido. Apparently he was an apprentice in the Rock's crew, and of course like became one of the emperors after defeating like ferocious pirates by himself. So we also get Kaido's bounty, and he got the highest bounties among the four emperors. Kaido's bounty is 4,611,100,000 berries. I'm like, even the Marines are like, this is all rather overwhelming. I was weak. I mean, with all these crazy bounties revealed, everyone was just shook in the community. I mean, I wish I could get one of these, especially that I need a bag right now. Brand New tells the other Marines that now they don't have the option of sending the 7 warlords to fight against the Yonkos. So they will have to depend heavily on the SSG, the Navy's special science team, probably led by Vegapunk. And like, this chapter wasn't insane enough. Brand New also reveals us bounties of some legend. We get the crazy bounties of the captain of the Whitebeard pirates, Edward Newgate, 5,046,000,000 berries. And we also get the bounties of the captain of the Roger Pirates, the king of the pirates, Gold D. Roger, 5,564,800,000 berries. But the combined bounties of Kaido and Big Mom, we definitely surpassed those. Anyway, we end the chapter with a mysterious statement by Sengoku, stating that Kozuki Oden was a pirate beloved by Whitebeard, Roger, and even Shanks. We get confirmation that Oden Kozuki was one of Whitebeard's top commanders years ago. And the last sentence of the chapter is Sengoku basically saying that it's weird that all these great figures have such close ties to the land of Wano. I think that's a way for Oda to basically get a transition back to the land of Wano so we can start Act 3. Truly, this chapter was amazing. We learned so much, especially about the past. So we basically learned the history of the rocks, how Big Mom, Kaido, Whitebeard, people even like Shiki, Captain John were part of it. We learned also about the name of their captain, Rox D. Zebek. So apparently he's a member of the D-Clan. We definitely know more about Garb and Roger. I mean, we got the craziest bounties revealed in this chapter too. This chapter even raised more questions than really answered them in a way. Who was Rox? What was his goal? How did he become so strong? Did he know about the Void Sentry? What type of treasure was located in God Valley for Gold D. Roger, Monkey D. Garp, Rox D. Zebek, and the Celestial Dragons to be there? Also, Rox seems to be related to Blackbeard in some shape or form. I guess we'll just have to keep on reading to discover the truth. So thank you guys for listening. Hit that subscribe button right now. You already know. And don't forget, Des Frères La Chronique on the daily, guys. Peace out.